Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me. We're playing Demon Souls and I am feeling the heat. I'm feeling the heat in the Tunnel City. Too much heat. Upsides to the Tunnel City, tons of these little crystal guys. Downside, the final boss of the Tunnel City is the worst thing in the world. So yeah, you may notice some difference on some characters. I'm not entirely sure if I did it last episode and just forgot to mention it, but I may have mixed up some ways characters look. You might never see it because some of them might be wearing hoods. You never know. So these guys work the same way they did last time. Oh wait, there's these carts with the little explosives on top. You get close, they blow up. Pretty simple. These guys still take lots of damage to slashing. Oh god, yeah, I'm sure it's slashing damage is what they take damage to. The skeletons take blunt damage. These guys take slashing damage. We're gonna say that's true. I'm not sure, but anyway, we got this little pathway. We've got some of these guys with little bags which contain a bunch of rocks. Nice. This is the place you come if you want to grind out some of your more standard crafting materials. Also, if you want to upgrade, I'm pretty sure if you want to get grey stone, which you can use for some magic upgrading, there is a grind spot here. I'm going to say it's from, I did it with Casimir. I did grinding here with Casimir, so I'm going to say it's for a magical item. We're going to say that. There's that here. If you remember all the way back in episode 3, the filthy man merchant mentioned that there was a hidden trove of the little crystal lizards. That is here. We will find it. It's a good place to come and grind. There's also three ways to go straight off the bat. Well, 2 ways that branches into a third. So this is the really quick way to the boss. When we die to the boss 100 times, this is the way you come to get down to it the quickest. We'd recommend coming down it anyway, just because there is quite a lot of crafting materials and stuff. Also, the world tendency NPC that spawns is down this way. Some of the stuff here, I'm not entirely sure how you fall to it, and I didn't want to keep dying, so, you know, it's fine. We didn't get everything on this drop, but it's not the end of the world. I got the major stuff. Anyway, there's this drop, the next drop. It's telling us to go over there. This is where we want to go. Did I miss? No, I didn't miss anything. It's fine. There's a little bit of tightrope walking to get some of the items. But this platform here, there is 2 crystal lizards, crystal guys in there, and when you have a max world tendency, an NPC spawns in here. It's also the location of the red phantom. If you have minus whatever it is world tendency, negative world tendency, he spawns in here as well. So pretty much all the world tendency stuff is right here. Look at all these chunks. Annoyingly, I'm getting slashing upgrades and stuff, so I need blade stones and things. So not needed for Amelia, but maybe you need it for Dengao. So we're going to keep on keeping down. Coming this way does kind of exclude you from most of the level. This does go pretty much straight to the bottom. You can obviously work backwards on yourself when you reach all the way to the bottom. But learning the quick route down here is very useful. You will be using it a lot. We'll talk about the boss. This is also when filming it a certain way screwed me a little bit. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get it when we get to it. Down here, as we get closer, some new I'm saying new enemies. I'm just trying to think back in my mind. Yep, new enemies. You noticed as we came through the tunnel there was like long like tentacle or worm like rock bodies in the wall. I'm guessing they're like the sheddings or a dead version of the actual enemy that spawns. They're like rocky volcano worms. Also those big carcasses there, they look like boulders, but I can't remember what they're called. They're like big bugs, bear bugs. Maybe they're called bear bugs. I think they're called bear bugs. Oh, we didn't actually even go and see him. That's fine. Casimir came this way and decided not to go that way. I didn't even show you the thing I was... But anyway, they're in the walls. We'll see a ton of them. We'll see so many of them. We can also look at these carts again. Detonate them. There is another one that will be pushed towards you as you run down. It's fine. You can trigger it, run past it. It's going fast enough that you can just like... Oh, okay, well you just take a crazy risk. There is a fat official around the corner. I think he drops one of the parts of the outfit. Maybe. We'll see. He does drop a gold coin sometimes. Yeah, the official close. He sometimes drops a gold coin. So there's two ways we can go here. We can go down that path, or we can take the elevator down. We're going to go this way as Casimir, and Dangal will go down the elevator. This way will lead us to the worms I was talking about. More of these guys. Is there a red phantom down here, or have I imagined that? I've imagined that. Anyway, so here we have... I hate myself. Why the worm boys not spawning? We're going to try and get some more crystal lizards. Where are these worm boys at? Lay them on me. Worm boys. They only spawn when you collect this? There you go. Worm boys. So, they will drop grey stone that you can use for some of the magical upgrades. Their weak point is their big old mouth. So using a bow and arrow pretty much kills them really quick, and using magic kills them really quick. Only one who has really any problem with them is Dengal, because he doesn't have range. There we go, greystone. I think it's used for magical upgrades. Which one? I don't remember. This is the problem with having like 15 different upgrade paths. They all get a little bit confusing. We can drop down here to get some more stuff, which leads us to where the elevator would take us. Apparently, we're not doing it. What are you doing, me? Why are we cowarding out? I guess we're going down. So down here are two red phantoms, the big old lizard cave, and the path forward. The two red phantoms are guarding the lizard cave. We're going to kill them. This guy runs towards it, and I think as soon as you pretty much go here, it's triggered the two red guys. So kill as many of these as you can before the red guys come down and ruin your day. Oh no, they're not coming down, that's fine. We'll just keep killing these lizards then, as the wall gets in my way. There they are. You can get them to fall into... If you send the elevator back up, they will sometimes fall into the pit and die, but then you won't be able to pick up what's on them. They're just topless guys with big shields and clubs. Oh, it's a man and a woman. Nice. Couple goals. Casimir, with all things, can just cheese them with magic. Because he's lame. We've got so much allspice. Between maybe the episode before, I went to the first Tower of Latria level and grinded out a bunch of old spice. Is it old spice? Spice. The spice. The thing that gives you mana, pretty much. I just grinded that. Here's the lizard cave. As soon as you come in, they're all going to start scattering, so you pretty much kill as many as you can before they vanish. You'll probably get one or two, maybe. Why did I do that? I don't know. You won't get many of them, but you can just keep running down here, and they'll spawn pretty much all the time. Yeah, it's a good grind spot. It's purpose built for grinding. The red phantoms will not respawn. So yeah, you just pretty much have to kill the fat official every time, and you can just run straight on. What is the chance of falling through that hole? You can run straight on through really easily. Pretty much where Casimir was earlier, up the top where the worm boys spawned, jumping down the edge, killing a bunch more worm boys was like a little grinding spot I do for Casimir much later on. But you know, when I decided to, like, the path I was going to upgrade him. We will be able to do a bunch of other cool upgrading stuff after this world or section, level, whatever you want to call it. We'll get an item that allows a blacksmith to do some cool stuff. So we have some tight paths. There is some explodey stuff, so be careful of it. There's a few little guys hidden out. Is this the red? I feel like there was a red phantom in here, but I've imagined that. Some of the paths lead to just cliffs. It's not that hard, to be honest. There's that cliff, but we're not going there. And this pretty much takes us out where we would have dropped down. I don't know why I didn't just drop down and then show you what Dengao was doing, but that's fine. We have a new NPC friend here waving at us. Look at him. Look at the boy. We'll go and speak to him.
Ooh, you're not mad like the rest, are you? Well, what jolly travelling companions are we, eh? Pleased to meet you. Call me Patches. Oh, see that treasure over there? Go on and take it. My gift to you, just to show that we're friends. Phew, glad to meet you. These soul-starved imbeciles will drive you mad.
And this is Patches.
Who'd have thought it? Bear bugs. My apologies. It's just not your day. As promised, the treasure is all yours. If you survive, that is. Good luck to you.
So yeah, he's trapped us in the worst trap. You can literally just walk out of it. It's really bad. It's a really bad trap. I don't know what his goal was, but we'll talk to him.
You're no joke, are you? Worry not. The treasure is all yours. Tough luck with the bear bugs, but you certainly showed them, didn't you? Here it is. Kept it safe for you. Go on. Take it. Take it.
Nice. Useful ring.
You are simply unlucky. Worry not. Stay by me, and my luck will rub off on you soon enough.
So that is Patches. I'm pretty sure the first time he appeared is in an Armored Core game, I think. I don't know if he's in Kingsfield. He is in every Souls game in some form or another. He will trick you or trap you and try and steal stuff from your corpse. He shows up in this level and in the second level of the Shrine of Storms. Even if you meet him either way, he will still appear in the other as long as you don't kill him. If you don't kill him, he will become a merchant, a pretty good merchant, back in the hub. Pretty much the same in every Souls game in Dark Souls 1. He's not actually in 2, is he? He's not actually in 2. I've just realised he's not. He's in 3. He's in Elden Ring. He's everywhere. He's pretty cool. I like him. He has a thing against clerics / paladin type people, religious figures. In this game it's not really like hostility. He kind of calls them out later on when you speak to him. And also he is screwing over clerics in the Shrine of Storms. As you noticed, he's got that shield, so he's been hanging about. And in Dark Souls 1 he has a much bigger vendetta against clerics, but well, that's a long way away. These guys are really strong. Using magic's pretty good. Other than that, not much you can do. I kind of don't kill them often. There's not much point. They're just really dangerous. Well, they're not really dangerous. They pack a punch. and they take ages to kill. So I would kind of be like, don't really bother. Dragonstone shard pretty useful, but are you doing Dragonstone upgrades? Probably not. So don't worry about it. And there are also flying versions of them that are way weaker. We'll see them in a bit. Great axe, nice. But yeah, worst trap in the world. You can just walk around it. It's nothing. These are the flying ones. They're not that tough. I always worry they're going to explode. They feel like they're going to explode, but they don't. And then we've got a little ambush here, a wormy ambush. These guys. This is again my little grind route to get the grey stone. Especially as Casimir, you can do one hit kill. Really not a trouble. Not a trouble at all. Down here we have another NPC we have met before, but we're going a different way, so don't worry about it. The filthy man, the merchant. I'm pretty sure he starts selling better, different upgrade materials you can buy off him. I know we're running around. There's a few items hidden on the hills, so we'll deal with them. Hero souls. Anything major? I don't think it's anything massive. Stone ephemera. It's pretty good. And one more. I feel like this is good. Heater shield too. It's a better shield. I ain't gonna use it. I love the heater shield in Dark Souls. Not really gonna use the shield here. Anyway, here's a filthy man. Or am I gonna kill the bugs first, so they don't kill the filthy man? Maybe. Oh my god, they're coming. The swarm. Oh my god, there's so many. They just... Oh, they don't really like this though. They can't do too much. This shadow guy is having a similar problem to me. I can't really get them. The wooden fence is a hindrance and a curse. I do like the landscape. It's quite nice. The lavery. Like I wish the dwarves. They imply there are like dwarves, but you don't see any dwarves. I guess like the blacksmiths are kind of whatever race they would be, but then it feels like there's something about all the workers here like hollowing out while they work. I don't know if they were that race. Who knows? Is it the Digger King? Is that the guy on the Archstone? I'm not sure. I'm just talking while I slowly kill these. Anyway, filthy man.
Remember me? I've got plenty of wares, so bring me plenty of souls. Have you heard? Deep below this mine, there's a dragon shrine filled with dragon bones. Well, according to that scurver anyway. I'm not about to go and find out. Those bear bugs scare the living daylights out of me. Oh, have you heard about it's not easy to catch, and
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the nest, that's it. So yeah, he sells slightly better crafting material, which is nice, I guess.
Well, I'm back when you actually...
Just being rude to me. He did say there is a lot of dragon bones and a shrine to a dragon. We've already been killed by like a dragon. I feel like it's kind of similar to the Shrine of Storms, where the demon's taken the form of a like figure of worship. I think we're running back to drop down. We'll figure it out. Where in the Shrine of Storms, it's like taken on like religious iconography of like the Adjudicator and stuff. I think it's done the same here. The people did have a big old shrine to a dragon god and prayed to it, which may have existed at one time. I don't really know. But the demon like has taken the form of it. We got killed by it at the start of the game when you get past... I've forgotten the name. Big old Cyclops. When we got punched to death by a big dragon, pretty much. We met him. He is the final boss of the Tunnel City and all this stuff. Of this... the mining mountain. He's the final boss. We'll see him. He's in a cool place and he has a cool weapon nearby. there's a few cool weapons down here, actually. So yeah, there is a big old shrine. I don't know what the spider was, unless that was just like a creature that lived here at one point. I don't really know what the spider is. It's just a big old spider. Big old spider. So now once we're past this little mining part, we have to go further into the tunnels, which to go a little bit behind the scenes. If you use a HD PVR to record footage consistently, on all 3 times I recorded, going into the tunnel caused the capture to die. Just a warning if you decide to do this. I don't know why it happened, but it sucks, which is why footage may look a little bit weird in a minute, because the capture may have died every time I went into this tunnel. I don't know why. The tunnel is... I feel like it's meant to be bigger. It's meant to be a little confusing, but it's quite small, and there's only like 2 or 3 paths. The worst bit about it is the bugbears, because they fill up pathways and you have to spend ages killing them or find ways around them. But yeah, other than that, it's not that bad. Yeah, going into here, every single time, without fail, I think Casimir was the only one that lasted a little bit longer. Just didn't like it down here, my capture card. So just a warning for you. You never know. So down here is a little puzzle. I guess you can call it a puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. There's 2 paths. On the left path, there's a bugbear. Big old bugbear. And the right path just comes out into the same spot. So you can spend ages trying to kill this bugbear. Like ages. You can just take ages. Or you can lead him down into the tunnel a little bit and then sprint all the way around and get around him without having to kill him. Apparently with Casimir I was just like, let's do this. Let's do this, bugbear. I've taken you half health. We're going to fight to the death. You never really have to come down here to grind. There's not that much. There's not many enemies down here. Is the one issue I have with... Is it Souls games in general? It's lessened later on. The amount of grinding you have to do in this game if you want reasonable weapons or just to try out different weapons is a little bit crazy. I've mentioned before the blade stone thing. It took me forever to get the final, like the blade stone chunk. Ridiculous. It's the reason that the only Souls game I have platinumed is Bloodborne, because there's only one type of crafting material and there's only like one trophy related to upgrading a weapon to max. Pretty much most of the trophies in Souls games are to fully upgrade each weapon type or weapon tier, and I just can't bring myself to... I tried it in Dark Souls 1, I had a spreadsheet, I was grinding it out and I just couldn't keep doing it. I couldn't keep doing it. And it's usually the trophies I give up on in every Souls game. But Demon Souls also has its issue with needing healing grass. Later Souls game have Estasis, or Bloodborne doesn't, which also becomes a little bit issue sometimes. But it has a healing item that comes back to you on death. So your time isn't wasted grinding the healing resources. In this, it's all based on the grass you have, which would be fine. But say you have a boss that takes you like 4 hours to beat. After a few runs, you're going to have to stop and grind up souls to buy healing items or just healing items themselves. And it can really put a halt on progression, because you're learning a boss and then you have to stop for 30 minutes to go and grind a reasonable amount of healing items, which I may have had to do. Anyway, we're back and they have a tunnel. That's the tunnel Amelia dropped down. yeah, the grind for healing grass, not terrible, but the fact that I have played it where I'm not going past what I've shown you means some of the best grind spots I don't have access to yet, which you would. Specifically the just after where we were in the Shrine of Storms. I don't have access to that as I've not shown you it, and I feel it wouldn't be cool for me just to skip ahead. But that does mean I have to find other grinding areas, and dear God, I'm not a fan of it. They fix it in Dark Souls with the Estus system, and then in Bloodborne they kind of ruin it again with the Blood Vial system. And yeah. And Dark Souls 2 combines both of them, which is weird. And what does Elden Ring do? It just has like Estus, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Down here we have a armor set. Hey look, Dengao. His hair's a bit skew-with. He's let himself go. I don't remember if I had it that way in the last episode, and I just haven't noticed. But in case I did, and you hadn't noticed, I'm pointing it out. I do like that you can change your character as the game goes, so you can role play a little bit more. I like it. It's cool. There's a armor set which is fire resistant, which you may want to use. It's not massively fire, it's a little bit fire resistant. So you may want to use it. Whoa, Dangao. Whoa. Mostly everyone's armor is going to change a little bit into this video, because I try every possible thing I can to beat the boss. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to talk about the boss when we get there. I've been trapped in by a bear bug. His big bear bug butt has got in my... I was trying to think of some more bees. I'm out of bees. But bear bug in my way. And I do very little damage. I think like slashing damage does do a bit to him, but it's... Come on, just get it. There we go, cool. There's one more little section after the tunnels. Okay, I'm a little bit lost. I don't know where I am. Can he actually do damage from behind? Maybe he can. I don't know. There's one little area before we get to the boss. And it contains some weapons that are quite cool. And may reference the director of this game. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm actually going to have to remember the director of the game's name. God damn it. What is it? Oh my god, hold on, I'm going to Google. I'm going to Google while we do this bit. Because I don't plan for anything. I'm really bad at this. I'm just going to Google. See, here's what I said. This is all the worms. Here's all the worm boys. Demon Souls. Game director. Hidetaka Miyazaki. I knew it was M. So yeah, down here is a little bit of a trap. If you run all the way in and try and pick these weapons up, all these worm boys will come. So just be careful. We've got the halberds to get in there, but these guys will just do this lava thing, and you'll be surrounded by them. So you just be careful. Just use the halberd because it's the best weapon in the game. It's my favourite. I love it. I love it in every game, except from Dark Souls 2. That's when I don't. You can change the lock on to the face. I don't know why I'm not doing that, but that's fine. So we get a load of greystone. These guys, damn it, the hands of God. We had to send them back to Thingy, so I can't actually show you what they say. We will though. They are probably a reference to Hidetaka Miyazaki, the director of the game. We're looking at a bunch of dragon bones. Big old dragon bones and a fog gate, and this is me like, oh, how do I prepare for this boss that's not that bad? Heater shield does a little bit of fire resistance, but it makes me way too heavy. So we don't want to lose we're not losing the cling ring. I... How heavy is the shield? Well, it's apparently alright. It's the only trousers I've got. We're now on official. We haven't got a super fast roll. It's kind of a medium roll. It's fine. Oh god. this friggin' guy. Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough healing items. It's not even close to enough. Let's just see his cutscene. He's a really cool design. I'll give him that. And his intro's cool and his arena's cool to a point. There is issues with it. This episode is sponsored by them Dragon Bones in association with Rockworms. No other information, I just think they felt they deserve more screen time. So yeah, take note of the Rockworms. Hey look, it's Flame Lurker. Right. Right. First things first. The more damage you do, the faster he gets, and the more aggressive he gets. He is one of the most aggressive bosses in this game. He will not let up the more damage you do. Other things, the arena can hurt you. It may look cool, but the lava will genuinely hurt you. He leaves you very little time to get in, and I'm pretty sure, we'll double check, his fire can just hurt you being near. Actually no, I think I've made that up. I don't think that's true. But he does AoEs a lot, especially as he gets more powerful. The first time I played the remake, got through this no problem. I had a massive problem. Every single character I struggled with. I think it took me about 4 hours for some of the characters to get through it. I don't know why, but he doesn't stop. And the more, you've just got to do 1-2 hit and then get out. But he will stay on top of you. You have to like just get him to do big attacks, get in, and sometimes you'll just have to sprint and pray he gives you a minute to heal, because he sometimes doesn't give you any time to heal. So even like his AoEs, you can't roll out of because they're so wide, and we died. There we go. There's one death. I'm not showing you most of them because we'll be here all day. Here we go. There's another death. I got really close with Casimir. That's fun, isn't it? Look how close I was. That was probably quite early on. And Amelia as well. I tried to get some heals in. Pointless. One swoop. Dead. When he gets like that and he's all flamed on, he will not stop. So Amelia switched things up. She's using a shield, which I will never do any other time. And that's all the damage I do. But we'll get through it doing that amount of damage. We're using a shield because it sometimes will just about save me, but iframes don't matter here because he will just, the AoE will get you all the time. It's madness. This is also what I talked about. I died so often here that I had to leave at least twice and fully grind out to get more healing items, which sucked real bad. I hated it. It sucks. I was so deep in at this point that I didn't know when, I hadn't worked. It felt like there was no solution. It felt whatever I did, I was getting hit. So I was nervous when to attack. Because I was also like, I don't want to use all my healing items and have to grind again. I don't want to grind anymore. See? The roll. The iframes, doesn't matter, he will do an AoE attack and hurt you. There is apparently a way you can get him stuck in the crevice in the left hand side from where I'm looking. It never worked for me. I did try it, I couldn't get it to work. See, the shield is being useful. Dengao, I was now using the Dwellers set, I think it's called. which we picked up in that lava tunnel in the mines to give me some fire resistance. I was just trying to get him in the corner. Here's when I was trying to get him stuck, but he didn't care. He didn't care. Look how much grass I have. I have 33 grass there. So much grass. We were just going two-handed with him. I was just trying to do as much damage as I could, but you know. And Casimir, it was just a game of just shoot magic and run. Literally, don't even worry about locking on. Just run and shoot magic. It's just the problem is with this, as he gets more aggressive, he will stay on top of you, and you won't get even. There won't be enough time to shoot any magic at him. He's just going to stay on top of you, and it's going to be hell. I hate this boss. It's the hardest boss in the game. It never has been before. That's the thing that confused me. I have done this boss many times and it wasn't a problem, but for some reason, when I was recording, it was hell. Like it was the worst. He jumps around so you can't get behind him. You can't stay too close in front because he'll do an AoE. You have to kind of like bait out attacks that don't have an AoE. Like you want his slam, like his jump slam, but you want the one that doesn't have a big old AoE attached to it. They're the only times you can really get in close. Otherwise, you can use the pillars to try and separate yourself a little bit if you need to heal, but he will jump essentially through them most of the time. You've also got to be aware there is lava all over the floor and you will take little chip damage all the time. I just hated this. It's just get a hit in and get out. That's it. It's just patience and just wait for attacks that haven't got an AoE. That's it. That's all I can tell you. I hated this. It was so long. I have hours of footage of just this fight and then me grinding because yeah, it's not great. Didn't even feel a relief when I beat him. I just I was done. I was so done. Here we were again. I've died this close before and I was just like run and heal. Look at him, he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. He's on you at all times. And by the time you've recovered from your roll, he's like on you again. I just needed anything. Just run, Casimir. Run. And he dodged it, which is hell. And he dodged it, which is hell. And he died. He died after hours and hours. The worst fight in the game. The only one that gave me any trouble. Not fun. Don't enjoy. Wouldn't recommend. Do I show? I don't even know if I show you me beating him with the other guys. I'm not even sure. I did, obviously, eventually. But I may not have. We got the Searing Demon Soul. Nah, I didn't even bother. I'm out. They all beat him. It sucked. We've got patches.
Well, I remember you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I found some really tasty trinkets. Well, we've long been acquainted, so I'll give you a good price, eh? Nothing here is stolen, I swear. I no longer partake of the whole corpse robbing thing. Yes, I'm completely free from vice. My old mother would be proud indeed. Aren't you proud of me too? You see that priest and his disciples over there? Liars. They've blown that incident at the shrine far out of proportion. Shouldn't they believe in forgiving and forgetting and all that? Well, I have news for them. Praying never put food in my mouth, nor anyone else's.
So yeah, he doesn't like clerics. He also is talking about pushing someone into a pit. We haven't seen him do it yet, but you know, that's fine. Fragrant Ring, really good. Slowly restores MP. Great one.
The fools. What good comes of childish rivalries?
We are all prisoners here.
And he's saying that the priests and the wizards shouldn't be arguing. So the searing demon soul is pretty important, because if we take it to the other blacksmith, which we will do, it allows you to offer... Hey Thomas. Oh, here's the... I didn't read them. I'm not good at this. I'm sure I do with a different one. Anyway, searing demon soul. If you give it to the other blacksmith, which we'll go and do now, you can give boss souls for boss weapons. We haven't got many for us right now. I'm taking Casimir, but I've used quite a lot of the boss souls on spells for him. But yeah, I think we'll get one thing, if I'm not mental. We'll see. You have to like talk to the guy a couple of times to get him to like accept the soul. I don't know why I'm looking at the world tendency for some reason. Oh yeah, that's why. Look at me, I'm so intelligent. Doing the first 2 bosses gets you your world tendency to max in an area, because there is only 2 areas, and then the big old demon at the end. There's only, so each of these only have 2, like world 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then there's the final boss. Like we could go from Flame Lurker's room straight into the Dragon God if we wanted to. We're not gonna.
What be your need? If it be a blacksmith, then sure.
So yeah, he doesn't offer what we need yet. We need to talk to him again.
Demon souls. They're like powerful spirits. Some can even bless weapons, but doing so requires a powerful flame, invigorated by a demon soul of scorching heat.
We got one of them.
I told you that I'm busy.
We have to stop talking to him and talk to him again.
Mighty weapon, the highest.
It's fine. Just stop talking to him and come back. I was really confused why he wasn't accepting the soul. I was making sure I had the soul. I do. There it is. Let's contribute magic and miracles.
That's the one. A searing demon soul. With it I can forge new breeds of weapon. Bring me your most powerful souls.
There we go.
A wise choice. You've done well to put your trust in the great blacksmith, Ed. Bring me a demon soul, and I shall use it to bless your weapon.
So, we can get... What can we get? You click it, it tells you we can upgrade to. The Needle of Eternal Agony we can get, which allows you to, I think... reflects the man each present relation being the hyper snake. It steals extra souls. You know, that's it. It steals extra souls. That's from a mixed demon soul. And we can get the Insanity Catalyst, which is Fortune Soul of the Old Demon Monk. Grants its build up madness. It halves one's max HP, but increases their magical power. This just shows you what you can get with it. We haven't got the souls for it yet, and it also kind of spoils bosses. Weird. When we can't get any. But just to know, we can now get boss weapons. So yeah, we actually can go and fight the end boss of this whole stage of levels. We're gonna save all those big bosses for one video though. So yeah, we're not gonna do Stone Fang's main boss now. But it is actually quite a short game. Main Boletaria has a bunch of levels, but you know, these don't. I'm now just hanging out. Hello, Casimir. Casimir, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. I think I was lost. Okay, we're gonna level up. Nice. I think I was looking to see if I had anything I could use to level anything up, but I don't have any others. So we're going to level up a little bit. We got his vitality to 20. No, we didn't. Didn't we? Did we? Didn't we? Did we? Now we got a magic up. Nice. Good. Like it. Love it. Thanks. Oh, we're going to level up some more. I'm sure I do look at the hands of God. They mention a guy who essentially punched dragons to death with the hands of God, and it mentions Big M, which is essentially supposed to be Miyazaki, the creator of the game, is assumed. You know, we'll see. We'll see if that's true. We won't. I have no way of finding out if that's true or not. Amelia, she's looking a little bit worse for wear. She's getting her endurance up. I think she's got some facial scarring now, if I'm not mad. Yeah, she has. She's got a face scar. I like that you can change characters. It's cool. I didn't grind a bunch of souls just to do that. Maybe I did. You all never know. So yeah, we leveled up a little bit. And then we have our hairy boy. Our hairy boy Dengao. Or Degao. I don't know how to pronounce the name I gave someone. I get to say how it's pronounced, and you can't tell me otherwise. This is me looking at my spreadsheets to see what I need to level up. I got spreadsheets for days. This whole thing's plotted on a spreadsheet. It's a good spreadsheet. I'm impressed with it, honestly. There's graphics, there's animations. That's fine. I don't think I actually looked at the hands of God, but yeah, what I told you, it says about Big M who punched dragons, and there is a trophy if you beat the dragon god with them, which we might actually do because I've never done it before, so we might do it in this playthrough. Why not? Okay, we're done. Time to see what everyone's up to. God. Amelia's hanging out with Patches? Oh my god, my brain's not working. They're hanging out. They're kindred spirits. They're both thieves and, you know, having a great time. Casimir inspecting the bones. Pretty interested by him. He's seen some dragons try and kill him, but these are like big. These are big. Is it the one that punched him in the face? Who knows? God, this arena's cool. And Dengao is feeling powerful. He's taking it all in. He's feeling strong, like a hero. Like he could save the world. And the next is back to Latria. Upper Latria, a church devoted to an idol that mimicked the queen, gave prisoners a rally of hope, but no doubt a deep malice awaited them, poised to mercilessly dash what faint dreams they had. Just ends there. So yeah, we're going to go back to Latria with also a boss that is a little bit difficult, but not that bad. Look at that big old bulbous mass. It's cool as hell. I love Latria. So that's it for part 7. Yeah. Come back throughout the week for more stuff on High Class Cthulhu. And come back next week as we go and see what's going on, what weird experiments are happening up in here. Yeah. And as always, Umbasa.